Tonight, I have a few words for us tonight. So, years ago, long time ago, I was in high school. It's hard to visualize that, I know, but it's true. It was a lot of years ago. So I had this great friend. Her name, I was about to say her name was Paula. Her name is still Paula. Paula Saxenian. That's a great name, right? Paula Saxenian. So Paula, in the Saxenian house was always super exciting because there were three girls. Paula has two sisters. And it was always fun to go over to Paula's house because you never knew what was going to be happening. But you knew it was going to be loud. You knew it was going to be pretty fun. And there was always good food cooking whenever you went to Paula's house. But there was this, the most interesting thing about going to Paula's house for me was when you walked in the front door, there was like like the entry hall. You got it in your mind, right? So you walk in the door and there's this little hall area and there was a little table right there. And then above the table was a mirror, right? You got this? And then under the mirror was a shelf. And it was like a really pretty little shelf, and it had two candles on it, and they called it the family altar. And you never knew what was going to be on the family altar. So for instance, one time I walked in, it was kind of like Christmas. You always want to kind of look and see what's there. One time I walked in, and on the altar was a pack of cigarettes. Well, so one of Paula's sisters got busted smoking cigarettes, and so her dad, this is what he would do. He would take whatever you got busted doing, this is actually pretty brilliant, and he would put it on the altar. And his point was, this is what's important to you. So it goes on the altar. And I thought, wow, that's a pretty powerful thing. That's really kind of cool. So, different things will be on there. But I remember the cigarettes because I walked in, it's like, what's going on? And Paul's like, oh, Carol got busted smoking cigarettes, so Dad put them on the altar. How long does it stay there? Until she decides it's not important to her anymore. Okay, cool. So it made me kind of think about what's important. And so I'm always thinking about Thursday night. And for me, this is our altar right here. Because this is where we come and we gather and we have community and we have this event. But most importantly, this is the place of celebration. Because an altar, in a Christian sense, is the place where we celebrate the Lord's Supper, the Eucharist, right? And altars were the place of sacrifice, which is why they became the place to celebrate the Eucharist. And so my words are simple tonight. What do you bring to the altar tonight? What's on your altar right now in your life? And how can all of us bring things of positivity to place on our altar every day? And replace whatever may be bringing us down, take that off the altar. And put the stuff that builds us up, put that on the altar. And so tonight, I'm happy that we get to celebrate around this altar here and have this community and be together. So I have a verse to close us out, and it's from Romans, and it says this, Romans chapter 12, verse 1. Take your everyday, ordinary life, you're sleeping, you're eating, you're going to work and walk around life, and place it before God as an offering. And place it before God as an offering. This is your true and proper worship. Amen, amen.